The Sioux, also known as the Oseti-Sakowin or the Seven Council Fires, are a confederation of Native American tribes and First Nations peoples, primarily located in the northern plains of North America. They consist of three main groups: the Dakota, Nakota, and Lakota, each distinguished by their dialects and regions. The Dakota, or Eastern Sioux, are mainly found in Minnesota, northern Iowa, and eastern North and South Dakota. The Nakota, sometimes also referred to as Dakota, live in South Dakota, North Dakota, and Montana. The Lakota, known as the Western Sioux, are the largest of the three groups and inhabit North and South Dakota, famous for their warrior culture and historical leaders like Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse. Historically, before European contact, the Sioux were woodland people, living in areas that are now Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and the Dakotas. They survived by hunting, fishing, and gathering wild rice, with some agriculture like corn cultivation. However, due to conflicts with neighboring tribes like the Anishinaabe and the arrival of horses, many Sioux migrated westward onto the Great Plains, adapting to a more nomadic lifestyle centered around buffalo hunting. The horse, introduced by Europeans, revolutionized their way of life, allowing them to become adept horsemen, which was crucial for their hunting and warfare strategies. The Sioux are renowned for their warrior tradition, which was not just about combat, but also about gaining honor through acts of bravery known as counting coup. This culture of valor was significant in their resistance against the encroachment of European settlers and later the United States government. Their resistance is marked by events like the Battle of Little Big Horn in 1876, where combined forces of the Lakota, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho defeated General Custer's 7th Cavalry. However, this victory was followed by the tragic Wounded Knee Massacre in 1890, marking a dark chapter in their history. Today, the Sioux maintain a strong cultural identity, though they face numerous challenges. Language revitalization efforts are underway to preserve the Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota languages. Cultural events such as powwows, traditional ceremonies, and dances are vital in keeping their heritage alive. Education plays a significant role, with many Sioux communities focusing on teaching their history and traditions to the youth. Advocacy for tribal rights continues, addressing issues like land rights, environmental protection, and sovereignty. The Sioux's relationship with the land is profound, viewing animals like the buffalo, elk, and eagle with reverence, each holding symbolic and practical significance in their culture. For instance, the buffalo provided not only food, but also materials for clothing, shelter, and tools. The eagle, with its feathers, is a symbol of strength and spirituality used in sacred ceremonies. Despite the historical injustices, including forced relocations to reservations, loss of land due to treaties, and cultural suppression, the Sioux have shown resilience. They continue to fight for recognition and respect for their traditions and rights. Modern Sioux society is a blend of maintaining traditional practices and adapting to contemporary life, with many living on reservations that are among the poorest in the U.S., yet rich in cultural heritage. The Sioux story is one of survival, resistance, and cultural preservation. From their origins in the woodlands to their adaptation to the plains, from fierce warriors to advocates for their rights, the Sioux have left an indelible mark on American history. Their journey reflects broader themes of indigenous resistance, the impact of colonization, and the ongoing struggle for cultural and territorial integrity. Their legacy, through their art, language, activism, and community bonds, continues to inspire and educate about the depth and diversity of Native American life.